Forrest Fenn had no issues with discussing his father's suicide. He said that Hemingway was his biggest influence. He hunted birds with his Red Ryder BB Gun. Hemingway is the first author noted in the first chapter of The Thrill of the Chase called Important Literature. Hemingway shot himself with a gun. He hunted birds with the chapter ends with a big bold asterisk. All the other chapters end with a square bullet point. The asterisk in a bullet journal indicates an important bullet point. Fred Harmon, who drew and wrote Red Ryder comics and books according to Forrest, got cancer and shot himself, and it wasn't with a BB gun. This is directly noted in the poem as a heavy load, an interview with New Mexico. True stories, he stated that if he were debilitated again, he had no problem with ending his life on his own terms, rather than being incapacitated in hospice. Fans of Forrest Fenn refused to accept the thought that Forrest would even consider taking his own life, even though he clearly said he would if he got sick again. Forrest released 3 books related to the chase. The Thrill of the Chase, Too Far to Walk, and the book he noted in important literature that would never be written. Once Upon a While, where the asterisk at the end of important literature reappears at the end of the line as a star. The asterisk represents a star, so there's not arguing that it doesn't, except for idiots in denial of actual facts. No Place for Biddies highlights the sensitive mentality of those who don't want to hear anything about a suicide, since Van Gogh, who cut off his ear, then later shot himself in the chest, claiming the only way to become a star is to intentionally go there, like buying a ticket for a train destined to heaven. Hemingway followed then Hunter S. Thompson, who also made it clear that he would do so. Forrest chose to follow in their footsteps. Most all searchers for Fenn's treasure also paid no attention to Peggy's role in the chase, because Forrest told everybody that she did not know when or where he hid the treasure, so they erred and completely removed her from knowing anything at all. Forrest had only said she didn't know when or where, but did not say she didn't know what it was. The chapter, Ode to Peggy Jean, reveals the truth though. An ode is a Greek chorus, and in a Greek chorus, everybody plays their part. And once upon a while, in the Bullet Comes Home chapter, Forrest quotes Peggy played a part by telling him, "You should call it the bullet because it is shot." She just told us what it was in the line. Take it in the canyon down, it is the bullet. And Peggy got no credit for her part. Most of the people in the stories were shot. Not all died from it, but like Reagan, he was shot. Forrest had refused to sell Ralph Lauren one of his Indian war bonnets, and Ralph said to Forrest, "You can't take it with you." Searchers failed to see the irony. I bet Ralph wouldn't entertain selling Forrest his Bugatti either. Ralph, you can't take all those cars with you. The story is a subtle hint to the vehicle that takes the solver to the treasure. The inside dust jacket of The Thrill of the Chase says, "Unlock the clues that are scattered among these pages, and you can go home with a bronze chest that is so full of gold and precious jewelry that it's almost too heavy for one person to carry." It says nothing about finding the chest, just that unlocking the clues, then states that anyone can get lucky, but it takes metal enough to strike the trail, and enough confidence in a maverick to know that the treasure is really there for the taking. If the treasure chest of gold was left out in the wilderness, anybody could have stumbled upon it to ensure it was somebody actually looking for the treasure. Found the intended target, he used a proxy. This is revealed subtly in the book, in the things he says to find. Find a substitute was used twice. Find a good look falls. A Rockwell father-son sketch. Miss Ford waking them up from sleeping on his desk. The Moses figure parting the continental divide, showing the way to the Great Plains beyond that. Leo Salazar point out to Forrest as he carved a perfect likeness into fresh Pinon pine. And for a fact, Forrest said Moses was an important figure. He was speaking of a wooden carved figure. Moses is the spiritual blaze, while the rusty Model Lake cowl is the physical blaze. The car, or as Forrest said, the vehicle that takes you to the treasure. It's the proxy or claim ticket. Even Jack Stoof said the blaze was gone or broken, of course. I took it in early September 2016. If I left it, somebody else might claim it. Also, the poem says to take it and go in peace. I have the peace of mind that nobody else can claim they found it, because it's hanging on the fence at the home of Bill. He followed the blazing asterisk star.